After the stage was dark last December, the Kingdom of Sweets will once again look bright and tasty in Montreal as a famous location in Tchaikovsky's ballet, the Nutcracker. But the grand holiday tradition had to adapt this year, so the dancing sweets and audience members may remain safe at Place des Arts. Here to tell us about the changes this year is Ivan Cavallari, the artistic director of Les Grands Ballets Canadiens de Montreal. Hello, Ivan.
Hello, nice meeting you.
It's nice to meet you in this historic year for Les Grands Ballets Canadiens, because for the first year, you cannot have children under 12 dancing on the stage during the Nutcracker Ballet. And as people who have seen the Nutcracker know, the long party scene in the first act has many children as guests. So how did Les Grands Ballets come up with a solution?
Oh, that was a long meeting, thinking what can we give back to children that can't be on stage, but they can watch the performance. And then I came up really literally overnight with the idea of creating a new ballet specific for them. We knew we could do the second act of the Nutcracker because there are less children and they can be all over 12, but we couldn't possibly do the first. So we are presenting a new creation in the first part, and then we keep the second act of the Nutcracker.
Okay, so audiences will see the second act of the Nutcracker. What is special about this second act of this famous ballet?
The second act is usually the Voyage of Clara, where she's entering in the original score, the Marmeladenland, which is the world of marmalade.
Yes, marmalade. In America, we often refer to it as the Kingdom of Sweets.
That's correct. So you have chocolate, you have tea, you have lots of sweets, and there is where is taking place. I think we have to say thank you to Tchaikovsky for that incredible music.
I agree. The second act is where we hear so much of Tchaikovsky's memorable music. I'm really enjoying these visuals we're seeing. Who choreographed the Nutcracker for Les Grands Ballets Canadiens?
Fernand Nault did the original choreography. He was also artistic director for many years. Please don't ask me how many years, but it's about 60 years that we are doing his Nutcracker. And it's not only performed here, it's also performed, I think, in Prague. It's a version that was created by Fernand Nault in Quebec for the company at the time.
So audience members at Place des Arts this year will view the second half of the Nutcracker. And to round out the entire program, as you said, you're presenting a brand new short ballet called The Enchanted Gift, for which you are the choreographer. What is the story of The Enchanted Gift?
I was really thinking to go back into my childhood and the fact that we usually receive lots of presents at Christmas, but one Christmas I remember that we were many cousins and brothers and sisters, and I received a very little one, a little present. I don't even remember what it was, but it was my aunt that gave me, and she gave me that with so much love that I thought, after all, we don't need anything because all those toys are breaking sooner or later, but the love of family, the love of someone is the most important gift. So it's all about love.
I just got the chills when you said it. That's absolutely beautiful. And how many dancers are in this new ballet?
We have 12 dancers and one singer.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. And for this new ballet, you chose music from a Brazilian composer who worked throughout the 20th century all the way up until 1957. How did his music inspire you?
I must admit, I wanted to use Villa-Lobos years ago for a commission about Beauty and the Beast, and I was looking for a music. That music remained with me for many years, as I found that there is a great magic in it, and I thought, I'm going to use it now. This is the moment. This is the moment where I can use it now for this new story.
Oh, that makes it all the more enchanted that you had this music in mind for such a long time. What is special about the dancing and the visuals in this new ballet?
The visual is certainly thought for children, certainly thought to enchant children and to bring a little bit of magic. So magic on stage is usually done by lighting, done by colors, and this is what we want to keep, because we want to give a first approach, especially to a young audience, to remember something for years, so that this audience later on will come back and be not only enchanted for now, but also follow culture also for later.
That's beautiful. And children are benefiting in other ways. I understand that part of the ticket sales go to a very special cause, the Nutcracker Fund, which benefits children directly. Please tell us about this.
Yes, the Nutcracker Fund, we give $2 to that Nutcracker Fund. Obviously, there are also donors, and there are also other sources that we can profit and that the children can profit, because what we want is to give back to disadvantaged children. And we have all sorts of project events. Usually when outside the pandemic, they can come in our studios, interact with the dancers, or we do matinees just for them for free. So this time around we do the Nutcracker performance for free. We have 2 matinees dedicated to them, and sometimes we are moving towards also children that are disadvantaged or with handicaps. We are bringing our costumes. We're trying to enter in their own world, even if sometimes it's absolutely not easy to understand. But what all children in the world understands, it's the beauty of colors and the beauty of transmission. And that's what we are trying to do. We try to transmit as much as we can and involve them as much as we can.
And the children also understand the beauty of the music of Tchaikovsky. I'd like to thank you so much, Ivan, for a super creative way you've come up with to put holiday magic on the stage once again, in spite of the restrictions this year that are ultimately aimed at keeping people safe.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Audience members at Place des Arts in Montreal must show proof of vaccination, ID cards, and be masked during the ballet. The final performance of The Nutcracker, Clara's Journey this year is December 28th. To learn more about how you may enjoy Act 2 of The Nutcracker and The Enchanted Gift, head to the website of Les Grands Ballets Canadiens.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.